Jon Jones is an absolute savage. Going into this fight, there were probably some people out there that still made the argument that he wasn't the greatest to ever do it. But my question to those people now is, what do you say after this fight? What do you say after he goes out there and submits Ciryl Gane in 2 minutes? He said it was going to be a mismatch. He said it was going to make it look easy. And that's exactly what he did. We knew going in that Jon Jones was a special fighter. We'd seen him dominate the best in the world at light heavyweight for years, showing great ring IQ, creative striking, aggressiveness, a killer instinct, dominant grappling. He was the long-reigning champion that everybody brought their A game for, and he turned everyone away. But going into this one, we had some questions. We hadn't seen him for 3 years. He was moving up to heavyweight, carrying around an extra 40 pounds of weight on his frame. How was his footwork going to look? What about the ring rust? Was he going to have any cardio issues? How was he going to deal with the speed and the striking of Gane? Going in, we had a lot of questions, but coming out, we've only got one. And that's how Stipe going to attempt to solve the juggernaut that is Jon Jones. Look, there wasn't much striking in this fight. They were only on their feet for about a minute. But in the post-fight, Jon said he felt a little bit awkward in the striking department. He was throwing a lot of low kicks, applying a lot of pressure. I'm sure a big part of his game plan was not only to get in close to initiate a grappling exchange, but the pressure was also going to keep Gane from being able to get comfortable. And, Gane was doing his best. He was using his footwork. He was trying to stay on the outside, trying to keep a little bit of distance. But at the end of the day, it only took one mistake. He threw a left hand from the southpaw position. Jon just slipped it beautifully and got to the body lock. And that is just years of experience and beautiful timing. He was able to mix that move in so effortlessly. And once he got to the body lock, it was essentially over. He gets to Gane's back from a standing position, drags him to the ground almost immediately. From there, we see a few different positions, but eventually we end up with Ciryl Gane sitting with his back against the cage. Jon gets to his feet, closes the distance, and from a position of being above Gane, he's able to slip his arm down, drop his weight down across the back of Gane's neck. Just a brilliant move. Now, initially when he gets there, he's not able to get his arm under the chin. He's applying pressure, but Gane's able to pop his head out. Now, at this point, Jon has his legs trapped, and he's in such a dominant position. It's already over. Nobody else even knows it yet. But he pushes Gane back up against the cage. He's able to get right back into that same position, except this time he gets his arm under the chin, weight fully across the back of the neck, and you can see the angle that Cyryl's neck is at, and you can just imagine all the pressure that's there. And it just doesn't take much. Jon slipped that in so easily, so smooth. DC and Joe Rogan are calling this fight. They didn't even know it while it was happening. They were surprised at the tap. They didn't even know it was legit until it was all over. Look, you can see in this shot here even how surprised Ciryl Gane is at the whole event. It just went all so quickly. It was so smooth. Look at the look on his face. He's as surprised as everybody else. He's like, what just happened? What an impressive performance. Jon Jones goes from being at home for 3 years to capturing the heavyweight championship of the world. He's only in the octagon for about 2 minutes. This man is something else. I mean, going into this one, we knew that the winner was going to get Stipe in July, International Fight Week. Now we know that someone's going to be Jon Jones. That's going to be a great fight. I can't wait to see it. After a performance like this, my only question is, how big of a favorite is Jon Jones going to be going into that one? What's the line going to be going in? Because he'd be a favorite against anybody at this point. What's it going to be going against Stipe? What an impressive performance here with the grappling. He came in, he looked just incredibly strong, made it look incredibly easy, just like he said it would. Wow, something else. Something else. What did you guys think? Were you as impressed as I was? What do you think he's going to look like against Stipe in the post-fight? Stipe, there was an interview. Stipe was there. He said he's all the way up to 253. He's feeling good. He said he's got some surprises for this next one. Is it going to be enough? What do you guys think? Let me know.